Welcome back to Saca las Velitas podcast.
Hey.
This is episode 22, finally.
That's my favorite number.
Yeah.
Deuce.
22. This is actually the first official episode of the year, too. This is the first episode of 2025.
Hey.
And shout out to live. We're also live on TikTok.
So with y'all.
So the first thing we got to talk about is, oh, wait, hold on. I had to mess up the intro. All right.
It's all good.
All right, so welcome back to Saca las Velitas podcast. This is Danny, also known as Brujo. I'm here with my two co-hosts.
Erica Tinez.
Afiliado.
Yeah, and they're both my siblings.
Hey.
So the first thing on the list is what have you guys done so far for your, as far as like your New Year goals, your New Year resolutions? Who wants to go first?
What I've done so far for my goals?
Yeah.
Damn. All right, so to be real, man, it's been a rough year already. You know, like one of my main goals was to start running more, and the only running I've done is like to the bathroom when I gotta go take a piss or stuff like that. But like, I've been procrastinating on it. But I'm the type of person that I like everything being organized, so I will like starting like at a certain time to where everything's gonna just even out. So I've been waiting to go to start like on a Monday.
Yeah.
But then like for some reason the past couple Mondays they've been eventful to where I ain't had a chance to, but it is still my goal to start running. And yeah, I haven't gotten to it yet though, but I'm trying to by tomorrow, tomorrow's Monday, so hopefully I'll start getting it down then. But it is gonna happen. Other than that, what was my other goal? Just to make more money, and I've been, handling that, so that ain't stopped.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just been a rough year already. So much has been going on, and we gonna get there, but it's a slow and steady wins the race.
Yo, exactly, man, exactly. And just remember, every single day is a new start.
Yep.
Every single day is a fresh start.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't do it yesterday, you can do it today, you can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, but I'm a procrastinator by nature, so it's like that's how I go about life with everything. Like I wait till the last minute to make sure I just get it in. So like, yeah, I'm procrastinating right now, but it's in my blood.
Yeah. What about you, Ariel? What have you done so far to reach your New Year's goals?
I've been on it. I have been what's the word?
Consistently?
Consistent. Yes, since
Consecutive?
Consecutively.
Construction worker? No.
Consecutively.
Concise?
Complace.
Complace. Oh my gosh. That's no Sabo kid right there.
Complace.
Okay, so fuck my goals. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I have been consistent, and it's been consecutively every single day. I've been hitting my goals in my fitness little thing on my phone. So I've been hitting my 10,000 steps a day.
Oh, geez.
I have not drank.
You haven't
Drink.
Soda.
Both.
Soda for what's today's date? Yeah, since the 1st of January.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So today's the 12th,
Yes.
right? Today's the 12th?
Yep. So 12 days.
Today's 12, so.
And daily goal of 1,000 steps a day. I've been on it for 12 days.
Big stepper.
And I also finished a book.
Oh, what?
This year, yeah. So
Hey, I've noticed that. I've been seeing you posting books a lot lately. I said, when the hell she start reading?
I was like, yeah, look at Miss Page Master over here.
Okay. I've been on it. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, so I've been hitting my goals so far.
Tight. Okay, so first of all, I have so many questions, but before we skip over the book part, so which book did you finish?
It's called Lights Out, but by Navessa Allen.
That you done messed up her name.
See, I thought it was Vanessa because it was I'm like a little dyslexic, but it's Navessa Allen.
No, I'm just like
Yeah, and it's called Lights Out. It's a really, really adult book, but it's a really good read, and it's awesome.
Cool. Would you say you recommend it for people that are looking for a new book?
10 out of 10. If you want to start reading books, start with that one. But it has a lot of trigger warnings. In the first page, it gives you like the list. Mm-hmm. And if it's for you, if it's something you're into, go for it. If not, then But yeah.
Cool. Okay. Cool. So the other question is, so real quick. So back to the whole, you haven't drank soda since the first of the month.
Yes.
Today's the 12th of the month. Mm-hmm. So that's 12 days.
Yes.
Today's 1/12. Room 112 where the players dwell.
Hey,
Shout out Notorious B.I.G.
I was listening to that, or like literally like 45 minutes ago.
Oh, tight.
That song, that's tight.
Shout out Notorious B.I.G.
Hey,
Peace.
same birthday as Biggie.
Yeah. Hey. Oh yeah. Philly, y'all right here got the same birthday as Biggie. But yeah. So that's pretty good, man. 12 days without soda. Damn, especially if you loved soda at one point.
Yes. My thing was Coke Zero. That was my biggest, like, I'm not addicted to anything. No coffee, no cigarettes, no weed, alcohol. But I was really addicted to Coke Zero.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. So me, my accomplishments so far for the beginning of the year, one, I've been able to go to the gym every single day. If I didn't make it to the gym, I actually worked out here at the house.
True.
So whether it was at the gym or here at the house in the garage, talking about lights out. Speaking of lights out,
message.
Hey.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've been working out either here or at the gym. So I've been pretty good about that.
Oh damn, that's what's up.
Yeah, and my arms do feel bigger and heavier, so I'd say I've been doing pretty good about that.
Yeah, I was about to say we ain't got no more room.
I know.
Yeah, we had to get a bigger table and everything just to hold my arms on here. Like, oh.
I know a separate table for them.
Yeah.
Damn, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
well, it looks like you guys are being way more productive than I am. I need to catch up because they're over here suppressing their goals, and I'm over here. You feel me? Just chilling.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, but for everybody watching or listening right now, let us know what you've done so far since the year started. To accomplish your goals, right? Let us know what your goals were, and then let us know what you've done so far to reach those goals. So the next topic is this is kind of a sad one, just because of it's just a little sad note, but the whole LA fires that are going on right now.
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy. So for those of you that don't know, there's been a lot of fires going on like in the LA area, and we were just out there like a month ago. So that kind of really hit home, especially like a lot of our peoples are out there. And actually the Airbnb that we just stayed at a month ago, that area, which is Pasadena, that was under warning a couple of days ago. I'm not exactly sure on what the update is right now. But as of a couple of days ago, I know that a lot of people in that area right there, right by the Airbnb that we stayed at, were actually evacuating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My heart's been so heavy. I mean, I do have a lot of loved ones that are out in the same areas. We were all in the group chat talking about like, oh, I feel like we're next. Like they show when they're on their way to work and they see the flames and the dust and the dark clouds, and I'm just like, dude. I try to stay off of social media to like avoid getting sad because I'm super like I see it and I'm like, oh my goodness, like what can I do? And you feel so like impotente to not be able to help out the way that you would want to. Forgetting the fact that that's their reality. Like I walk out right now and it's sunny and it's cold and it's windy and it's like, oh, let's go for a nice walk, trying to get those steps in. And then it's like I'm gonna avoid social media because I don't want to be sad. And it's like that's their reality. That's in their backyard, and it's super freaking sad.
Yeah, it's crazy because, a lot of our audience right here, a lot of our viewers that follow us and that watch this podcast and listen to this podcast, a lot of them are located in that area, The majority are in that area, so, like, it really hits home. And then also, not just that, but, like, when it comes to my other business, the majority of my clientele is from the area. So, again, it definitely hits home, But real quick, I just want to say shout out to Live. Make sure you guys go to YouTube, Saca las Bolitas, and follow us on Instagram and everything too. But another thing too, one of our really good friends, her husband is actually helping out with the fires.
Yes.
He's part of the what was it?
I believe it's the Ventura Fire or Cal Fire Ventura Department. They're the ones that were formerly incarcerated, and they're out there fighting the fires right now.
Yeah, so basically, so a lot of times, when people are in the California Department of Corrections, the state uses that manpower to help fight fires. So our friend's husband was actually, one of those workers that actually helped out in those fires. So now he's out here, he's out here on in the free world, and he's actually volunteering and working over there, helping with those fires again. So we just want to shout him out.
Yeah, shout out you. Thank you for everything you guys are doing.
Yeah. Shout out you. You know who you are, man. We're not gonna say certain names on here, just for privacy reasons, but you know, definitely that's a lot of respect. That's a lot of hard work that, you know, you guys are dealing with out there, man.
Yeah.
And then also another thing too. So speaking of fires and natural disasters, have you guys ever been in a natural disaster?
Shit. I mean, shoot, mama, shoot. Yeah, I noticed I gotta stop cussing as much on here. I've been noticing that Danny over here be saying, instead of using the actual words, he be what do you call it when you use them as acronyms, but like rephrasing them. So I gotta get a little better at that. You know, I do got a potty mouth, but yeah, natural disaster. So I mean, just recently, just like feeling an earthquake.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that's called considered a natural disaster because it was just a little shaking. It was more like a little twerking. You feel me? But I've experienced. It's crazy because I just felt it probably like a month ago.
Yeah,
a little less than a month ago. It was like a little earthquake, and I was on the phone, and all of a sudden I just felt it moving. And the reason I knew it was an earthquake is because the first time I ever felt an earthquake was, I think it was a year ago or a year and a half ago. But it was I was in my spot. And I was with my kid, you know, and she was in the living room, and I literally just woke up, and I was looking at my phone, and all of a sudden I started feeling dizzy, and I was like, the hell, like, what, you know, what's going on? And then I was like, is that an earthquake? I remember just thinking that, but I've never felt an earthquake before. Yeah. And then that's when, you know, my kid came. She's like, did you just feel that? And I was like, okay, that was an earthquake. Then my neighbors started coming out. They're like, hey, did y'all feel that? And I was like, okay, I got to feel my first earthquake, but other than that, that's about it. Just like feeling an earthquake, nothing too hectic. I remember when we were younger, I remember the levee broke.
Oh, yeah.
So I remember I didn't know nothing about it, but I remember you were telling me like, bro, if that breaks more, we're all done and we're underwater. So I didn't understand the circumstances back then. But I guess, you know, like you see what happened with Katrina in New Orleans. Yeah. The levee broke and, you know, damn, it was a big ass problem. But that's all I remember. It could have been a natural disaster if the levee would have broken. But I remember looking at the news and then, you know, he was explaining to me what was going on. And then you can see like the water shooting out the levee and all that. And I was like, damn. And then my brother's like, yeah, that's the dam. That's right. But other than that, that's all I can think of.
Yeah. It's
what
funny
about
that,
y'all?
It's funny. It's funny that you mentioned that earthquake from a month ago because that's one of the ones I was going to mention.
Yeah.
Oh, you felt that one too?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
What about you?
Yeah, the same thing. I felt it at work. I work in a midtown building, and it's like they're super tall. So I felt it really, really, really bad. I thought I had vertigo for a minute because I was like, oh, like I felt like I was gonna pass out, but. And then my phone rang and it was my mom. And she was like, "Mija, ¿estás bien?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." So I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
And she said that her whole car was like shaking too. And she was like, if anything, just like, you know, if si no te sientes bien, like come home. But I was fine.
Two things, and it's my sister just mentioned it. Every time, both those times I felt the earthquake, my mama was the first one to call. Mijo, ¿estás bien? ¿Sentiste lo que pasó? And, you know, that's why I love my mama, man. She always calls us as soon as something goes down. She makes sure we're all straight. That's one. Two, what the hell does vertigo mean?
Vertigo is when you're like when you feel like you look up and then you start feeling dizzy, or if you look down and then you start feeling dizzy as well, or like certain like if you have like 2-story house, like when you go upstairs you feel dizzy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I learned a new word today. Vertigo,
and it has to do something with your ears.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah. But I had an AirPod in, right? So I figured because I had one AirPod that kind of like unbalanced me, and I was tripping myself out.
Dang, you were in the high building? That's scary.
Yeah, like one of those skyscraper buildings. Yeah.
Shout out moms always clocking in.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you?
So me, I experienced that earthquake recently. That I would say, because where we live, we don't get a lot of earthquakes. We don't really get a lot of like natural disasters like that. Whenever we do have an earthquake, it's because another area had one, and then we kind of felt like the after effects. The after effects. So that one is probably the one that I felt the most my whole life out of all the earthquakes I ever felt.
Yeah, dang.
Yeah, like I was sitting on my bed and I was looking at my phone like this, and then I felt my whole room like kind of shake. Like I felt like I was gonna fall forward off my bed, and I was like, "What the hell?" Damn. And then I thought I was same thing. I thought, oh, maybe I just got vertigo or I'm tripping or something. And then next thing you know, everybody on Instagram started posting, "Oh, I felt the earthquake. I felt the earthquake." And I was like, "Oh shit, okay." Like so, it wasn't just me. Same thing, you know. So it wasn't just me tripping. But yeah, that one. And then I felt another earthquake a long time ago when I used to live downtown. there was an earthquake, I think, in Fairfield, and then we felt it here in Sac. And I was basically just sitting in my living room, and I was sitting on the couch, and then I felt the couch move sideways like this. Like I'm sitting there, and I feel it go sideways. And then I was like, oh shit, same thing. You know, I was like, oh, you know, it's probably just all in my head. And then same thing on social media, I see everybody posting, oh, did you guys feel the earthquake? So that was another earthquake too.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's crazy because where we live here, like we don't realize it's an earthquake until after, you know what I mean? Like, because it's like, it's so subtle that we're like, oh, what was that? Like, oh, was that buzz, you know? But another natural disaster that I've been in is floods.
Yeah.
I've actually been in a few floods. When I was little, when we lived in Mexico, me and my mom, we flooded the house that we lived in over there. One of the houses we actually got flooded twice, but the one that I remember the most, our whole house got flooded, and then it like the water pushed the front door, knocked us towards the back door, and then knocked us into the backyard.
Damn.
Yeah, so luckily the people that live next door to us, their house was a little higher. So they were like, hey, they were telling mom, hey, you know, pasando los niños, because it was me and our other sister, and then so you know my mom handed us over, and then like their house was like sitting way up higher than ours.
Damn.
But that was a pretty crazy natural disaster too.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then another crazy thing that I've been in too was house fires. So I definitely so I definitely relate to the whole, you know, the whole fires going on in LA right now, because I'm like, if you know what I experienced was just one house burning, I could just imagine a whole city burning or a whole street burning or a whole block burning, you know?
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah.
I witnessed one of them, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so fast. It spreads super fast, and you're just like, oh, you're like stuck. You're not in shock, but you're like, you can't believe it's happening.
Yeah.
You know, we've had campfires, we had like little, you know, fireplaces, and we see the little flames and stuff. But when it's huge flames, you're just like, what am I supposed to do? Like it's not working.
Yeah, it's crazy because both of the fires. This is why I don't sleep, because this is why I relate to vampires, because vampires don't sleep. Because both fires happened when I was asleep. So without going into like too much crazy details, basically I'm like passed out asleep, then I wake up to a fire. So it was that bad twice, you know. So that's why, again, you know, I really relate to the people in LA that are going through the whole, you know, fire situation. Like the other fire, the one, the first one, I was home alone, so I'm the only person in the house. I go to take a nap, and then I wake up and everything's on fire.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere, everything's on fire, and I'm like, what the heck just happened? So caught me off guard, you know. Luckily, you know, the fire department showed up quick. They helped me, you know, put it out and everything. But it's just like a whole crazy experience to where even now, certain sounds that I'll hear remind me of, you know, take me back to the fire. I got PTSD, and it's like like certain sounds will bring me back to that moment, and I immediately gotta like go look out the window, go look out the back door, go look out the front door. Gotta check every room in the house. Gotta check everything. Yeah.
And that's crazy.
Yeah.
And that was around you know, 4th of July. So
yeah,
it was, you know, the middle of summer. Fire, you know, people always pop the fireworks after the fact, and you know, dry grass, and it's like anything can happen.
Yeah.
So you know, a reminder to when it's around that time to wet your house. You know, get the water hose, wet your homes, the roof, the grass before or during the month of July.
Yeah, they get serious, man. I think the closest I've ever been to like seeing fires is like back when we used to live in apartments.
Yeah,
and you know the creek would catch on fire when we lived in Sky Park. Yeah, it would happen. We lived in Sky Park for a while, you know. So the creek behind us would always catch on fire, and then when my brother had a Lolo, you know, he would always be parked towards the back, and then the fire would go crazy. So I would have to run in there because I was outside all day. So I would see a fire run inside. Danny, your car's by the fire. So, and I think one time you weren't there. It wasn't your Lolo, it was one of your cars. And I think one time you weren't there, and we were trying to get him to come over there. I forgot how we got your car moved, but I remember he wasn't home one day, and I was like, "Hey, bro, come get your car." And you know, this was like before like cell phones were really a thing. I didn't think I had a cell phone at the time. But yeah, it was harder to get a hold of each other back then, and yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely, man. Fires are crazy, man. Like I'm telling you, like I'm still traumatized to this day. Still traumatized. Like even little things, like I said, you know, like sometimes like on windy days, I'll hear the wind, and I immediately got to check everything because the day that that we had the big fire, it sounded like the wind was blowing. So I'm over here laying there. I just woke up and I hear the wind blowing. I'm through my window, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's just windy outside. Come to find out, those are flames making that noise. So so it was pretty crazy.
And it was windy the other day too. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Yeah. So I bet hearing that had you like, damn, let me be cool, especially with your red lights and all that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it gets pretty crazy.
There's right now even too. We like to pregame before we come out here just to like calm our nerves and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's Sunday, so people are barbecuing. Then me and him were in the side, we were just chit chatting, and he was like, "Smell that?"
Yeah.
So you smell it, and I don't mean to laugh at it because it is really PTSD. And he was like, I think it's just coming from the front. And like we looked around and we were like, okay, we're good. And then we went back to being calm, but like you can see the change in his face, and he's like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So that's real.
Because we're sitting in the living room waiting for Afiliado to show up. And
I was a little late the first time. Hey, the last couple times I've been on time. Even my mom would be like, "Oh, milagro que estás aquí tan temprano," because even my mom, they don't know. I procrastinate a lot, so I do everything till last minute, and I always pull through. But I know Danny, he's very
precise.
He's very precise on his timing and all that, and he does. Like, if he says he's going to be there at a certain time, he's going to be there. So I try my best to, keep it professional and get my ass here on time. But today I was running around a little bit. I was at work, and after work I had to run a couple errands. But, we here now.
See,
that's true.
If Danny's on time, he's late. Like, he likes to be there beforehand. Victor, if he's on time, he's
I'm a hella ahead of time. I'm there like, damn, I still had 45 minutes.
Because the last two times, he showed up before we were ready.
And I was like, we were both counting like, oh, we have time.
Yeah.
And then we were like, dang it.
Like the last time, I was still in here setting up the studio, and then Erica texted me, and she's like, hey, I didn't know Victor was gonna be here already, and I was like, oh, he's not here yet. She's like, no, he's here already. He's in the kitchen. We're like, oh damn. So I had to hurry up.
It's iffy with my timing, but when it comes to family, I try to make it happen on time.
No, for sure, man. I gotta give props to you, man, for sure, because you've been coming through like on time and everything.
6:15 is still early compared to the timing and all that. So I still feel like I did pretty, even though I was a little bit late. I still look at it like, dang, I was ahead of time. I was here earlier than I had to be here.
And see, accountability. See, he points it out, and he's like, you know what? Yeah, that's me.
I try so hard.
No, for sure. Yeah, that was still good timing for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
But so we had the door open because we're waiting for you, and then I immediately got like a scent of like fire, So I told Erica, I was like, oh shit, you smell that? Oh shit, it smells like fire. And then I was like, oh okay, it smells like a barbecue kind of fire, But at the first second, all I smelled was smoke, So it's like I'm still traumatized. Then I smelled food and I got hungry, but then I was like, oh, it's probably just a barbecue. But yeah, it's like like anytime I smell like some kind of smoke.
See, he's traumatized. Burning. He coughed because he thought he smelled the smoke.
Yeah, exactly. I'm over here inhaling smoke when there's no smoke.
I remember one time I was in the living room and I started freestyling, and my brother came out. There's a fire out here, and I was like, "Oh no, I was just rapping, bro." He's like, "All right, no, I'll just play."
Yeah. I remember one time you put your CD on the table, and I was like, "Oh man!" I went and got the fire extinguisher, like, "Oh no!"
Hey, for real, nah.
Oh man. No, but yeah, man. But
one thing about us though is we be joking all the time. We all funny as hell, so they be having me hella weak, and so we talk a lot of shit on here. It's just
in the middle of
a lot of stuff.
In the middle of a whole house fire, we're gonna make a joke.
For real, we'll be sitting there. I know. We'll be
like, nah, that's pretty dumb.
Like my bird mark, mine's is bigger.
Hey, speaking of flammable stuff, can you pass me the shot cups? I'm taking a shot of alcohol.
Do it for the plot.
I don't know. When is it too early to start saying fire jokes? Because it's funny because I just seen something today that they were talking about. They were having something, and then they were talking to Joe Biden, and they were having him sign something, and then Joe Biden was like, "Fire up!" He's like, "No pun intended." And everybody's thinking like, "What the hell?" So I'm like, "That's too early." So you know, like, when is it too early to start saying fire? Nah, I'm just playing.
No, I feel like look. I'm gonna throw this out there. I am now that TikTok is freaking supposedly getting banned for the first time after having 2 years of TikTok. One of my videos is going viral.
Yeah, I actually do want to talk about that.
Yeah, and it's about the fire.
Yeah.
Well, basically, it's about breaking no contact. But the reason why I wanted to post it was because the homegirl that I was texting said these fires are wild, but not as wild as my love for you. And I thought that was hilarious because it's like she's in the middle of all that, and she has a sense of humor, a good sense of humor. So I posted it, and it's going freaking viral because of the people can relate to what we were talking about. Check it out, Erica Tinez at TikTok.
Yeah, speaking of TikTok, shout out to TikTok Live. We're over here on live, chilling. Make sure you guys go to YouTube and Instagram and follow us.
Shout out TikTok.
We're at Saca las Bolitas on YouTube.
Yes.
Hey.
But yeah, so yeah, I know I saw you were going viral. That's hella crazy. So
Damn,
so
y'all stay going viral, man. Just send me. I need to start posting my music on their page.
yeah. But so when did you post that post?
Literally a day ago.
Oh, what? Okay.
And I'm at 52.7K views, but I'm only at like 4,500 likes.
Oh man. Okay.
But it was so cool because I got to experience, and I don't know if it is or not getting banned. I'm the app. It was nice to see the numbers go
like that
up,
traction.
Yeah.
I know people about to crash out on TikTok. I think they got till January 19th.
I believe so.
Yucky.
Yeah, but like, what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think it's really gonna get banned or what?
From what I think it's since Trump is going to be president now and everything, I think they're using it as a marketing technique where you see all of a sudden Trump's like, oh, what? Well, I have a soft spot for it because of the kid, and now Trump put a seize on. He's trying to put a seize on making it to where they can't turn it off yet, and he's trying to go through the Supreme Court and be like, hey, let's figure something out because. It is. I mean, if you think about it, like a lot of people that don't use TikTok, like me personally, we didn't really understand about it. But until I really started thinking, I'm like, bro, there's people that make a living off of TikTok. Like, how are you gonna, say you quit your job and all that because you were just making money on there, and then all of a sudden the source just gets cut off, and then what? Like, what happens now? You got to go back to regular life. Like there ain't no type of compensation. I'm pretty sure they won't have it. So it's just like it really does affect people, and then. But I just feel like I don't think it's gonna happen. Too much money is dealt around it to where
Yeah, I feel that it's not gonna get banned. If it does get banned, I feel that it'll be back soon. Because one thing I will say about TikTok, shout out TikTok Live, that strangers support you more than the people that you know. That is why TikTok went so viral itself.
Message.
Yes, message. Because TikTok. Strangers will blow you up, and it's like Instagram was like, okay, well, the people that follow me, but then it's like, we talked about that in the last episode, where it's like a lot of times the people that follow you and that know you, they're not going to blow you up, but complete strangers will make you go viral and make you, help, start getting paid for these, these views and these videos and all these viral posts. Mm-hmm. So that's what I feel. So I definitely, I love TikTok. I've gone viral on there multiple times.
Yeah.
Shout out TikTok Live. And it's because strangers blew it up.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like that just goes to show that complete strangers will be your biggest fans before your best friends or your friends or your family. But I like the app. My kids love the app, and if it does go away, then it was cool while it lasted, and if not, then it's cool.
Yeah, because I will say again, owning a business. Where there was times where like my business started getting slow, and I'll post on TikTok, and boom, my sales go back up. Even this podcast, people found it because of TikTok.
Yeah.
And even some of the podcasts that we listen to, we found them because of TikTok.
True.
Or even if it wasn't the podcast, it was the person on that podcast. We found them on TikTok, and then somehow it led back to them. Oh, we found out they have a podcast, so then we start supporting and stuff like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I need to get more active on mine because I'm barely on there. But it's just like I don't know, like I'm so much into my music. It's kind of with TikTok, you got to keep consistently putting out content. And I used to look at TikTok as like just dances and doing skits and all that, So when I would see a rapper doing a lot of stuff on TikTok, I would not take the rapper person. I would look at it like, oh, you're just trying to be funny. But it's just like my outlook on music. But I feel like if I would do like, even people would always tell me, bro, you're funny. You should do more skits, more little videos. But I want people to take me seriously with my music. So I don't do like little stuff like that on the side. But now I see a lot of people like I'll see videos of people just doing them rapping their own songs, and it'll have a lot of views. So it's like, okay, you know what? Maybe there is ways I can clock in with my own way and my own, passions and, kind of try to adapt to it. So here and there, I'll try to get onto it more, mainly because of my kid, Bella, she loves TikTok and she's always trying to do dances on there. And you'll see me on there. She be trying to get me do little dances, but I'll be, I don't dance. You feel me? There's a banger in my pants and I'm playing. But yeah, man, I hopefully they don't. I was thinking right now, I was like, that'd be crazy. Say like one of our pages just blows up the day before they shut down TikTok, and then they just shut them down. Like, damn, what the hell?
And you know what? It's like how you said, if there's rappers doing like TikTok dances and like you wouldn't take them serious, but it's like those silly dances got them fools like at the Grammys interviewing celebrities, getting houses for their moms or getting houses for themselves. So it's like sometimes being silly, and that's in us to be funny. We're not serious all the time. So it's like I'm okay with looking at being like that. Oh, she's funny, or oh, like I would never do that, but she did, and she went viral and she got money or whatever, But
y'all might see me dancing more on TikTok,
right?
Yeah. Yeah, because if you guys know my social medias, you guys know I stay posting funny stuff, and it's like because I know,
No, that's good for your business, and you're a funny ass fool, so
Yeah, because it's like you have to look at everything as a business owner. So it's like boom, sales.
Yeah.
People are gonna know my product because of this joke, like a funny joke. Boom, sales go up.
And understandably, like obviously, like in the hip hop community, in the rap community, people do have to be hard. People do have to be, 10 toes and like this is me and this is what you're gonna get. But
it isn't even about being hard. It's more about like
being taken serious.
Like put it like this. Like me, when I see rappers, like my favorite rappers, they're all. It is just from my point of view. My favorite rappers, they're all. They're not all hard rappers and everything, but they just stick to the music. They don't be posting like like funny shit, none of that. And there's nothing wrong with that, to each his own. But on me as an artist, like one of my favorite rappers is Money Man. Say he started posting little videos of him being goofy and all that, I might look at it like, what, like
questionable.
I don't even like, not even questionable. It's just like. As an artist, I just wouldn't be like, okay, he's kind of like, I don't know, it's weird, hard to explain, and I don't knock it for anybody, doing their funny thing, because people tell me I'm funny too, and I'll be posting little funny shit, but I just don't do it because I don't want people to see me as a comedian. I just want them to respect me as an artist, that but some, there are people out there that be like, nah, TikTok's for kids and it's not for me. Nah, I ain't got a problem with it because I be on there with my kids stuff, you feel me? So it's like at the end of the day, it's just like the way I look at, from my perspective, how I see certain artists, like, and it's only rapper wise, obviously if you're a business, like I'll see like, there's these two lawyers that been doing like funny little skits. I forgot their names, but it's like, it's two lawyers and they're like, they do little funny videos and their page is booming and I'm seeing them a lot now. So it's like, what? They're not comedians, they're lawyers.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's bringing attention because it's funny.
Right.
But like, and that's stuff like that. I'll be like, that's different, but me, since I'm such a music head, I'm a hip hop enthusiast to where, when I'm about my music and if I see certain things that are out of it, I don't take it as serious.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's hard. That's my best way to put it in words, but that's just how I see it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it definitely makes sense. It definitely makes sense because
did y'all take shots and I didn't take
mine? Oh no, I'll take it over here.
I was talking too much. My bad.
We were talking about flammable stuff, and I remember flammable. I need some flammable.
You're not taking shots?
No. Not
Why? Oh, that's right. I'm a bad brother. She just said she hasn't drunk since fucking New Year's. I mean, freaking New Year's. And I'm over here talking about why you ain't take no drink. My bad. But
cheers.
Salud.
Cheers. Saca las velitas.
Just kidding.
Cheers.
All right.
Message. I'm just kidding.
Shout out to Live. Make sure you guys go follow us on IG and also on YouTube, Saca las Velitas. Vote live. But, oh man, that felt good. I needed that. But yeah, no. See,
You got some hair on your chest.
See, it's like every business owner knows how to run their own business. They know how to promote their own business. So, for example, you with your music business, you know how to promote it best. Nobody's gonna know that except you. So that completely makes sense. And speaking of business owner stuff, I also wanted to get into a little bit of that. But before I get into that, is there anything else you guys want to say about the whole TikTok ban and the whole TikTok and everything?
No, but I do want to go back to the reading the books because I feel like you guys put me on the spot. I've been reading books. I just never posted about it.
Yeah.
But Danny is my witness. He is the one that actually put me on reading books. And the book that collection that he put me on was Twilight.
Yeah, Twilight.
All the books, he put it in a box and he handed it to me. So I've been reading those books since way back when. I just never posted it because I felt like it wasn't cool enough.
I don't live with her, so I don't see what she be doing on her spare time. Most of the time on her spare time, I just think she be out there thugging.
Which I do.
And then she's either with my nieces, chilling at home, watching Hip Hop Atlanta or Baddies or no, I don't know. Oh, okay, my bad. I mean, watching the
Jersey
Brown
Shore
Bag podcast.
No, I love Jenny.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Jenny.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah. My bad. We got her messed up over here.
No, I'm just kidding. But no, yeah, that's pretty much it about the TikTok ban.
Yeah, no. She does read books, so y'all better get it straight.
Yeah, no, she does. No, she really does read books. But hey, shout out vampires because the Twilight series, we
y'all suck, literally. Shout out to vampires.
Yeah, but no, like me.
Oh, I got it. Sorry, it was a joke.
Wow.
It only took like 3 to 5 business days.
She over here looking down like, damn, why is he talking shit about vampires? You just shouted them out. No, I know, but yeah, go ahead. My bad.
No, but what was I gonna say? Like the whole vampire lore in general, I've always loved that. And then back when those books came out, it's like those books literally made specifically, younger females wanted to start reading.
Yeah.
So I was like, I told myself, you know what, you should read these books right here. You should read these books.
What books were those?
The Twilight one.
No, the Twilight.
Yeah,
oh, okay, got you. Yeah.
But and that a side note, real quick. I still want to watch the Nosferatu movie because it has to do with the whole vampire and Dracula and.
I tried watching it, but it was the bootleg, so it's just I had to turn it off because you couldn't really see.
Yeah.
Have you watched Morbius?
Yeah.
Okay, Morbius is tight. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was dope.
Yeah, I liked it because of the whole bat and vampire.
I liked it more from the Marvel's perspective.
Yeah.
Like I looked at the bigger picture, like okay, I can envision this fool fighting, Spider-Man and all that, but we'll see how that goes. But I liked it.
Yeah, and I want to see Morbius go up against Blade. The Blade movies, the Blade movies. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
The Blade movies and Interview with the Vampire. I think those movies are the reason why I love vampire movies because it's just action, especially Blade. Man, it's just action after action after action. It was
Nah, that's how I remember growing up. Is like you was really into Blade and Vampire with the Interview with the Vampire, all that. Like
I was into one of the vampire movies is Queen of the Damned.
Oh yeah.
With
That's
Aaliyah. Mm-hmm.
That's a good.
Isn't there one where Jim Carrey is a vampire?
Yeah. It's called Once Bitten.
That one was one of the classics too. It's a good movie. Yeah.
Very underrated movie.
Very.
That movie's like from the 80s before he made it big.
Right.
Like he was like getting there, but he wasn't like big yet. So it was like 80. I think it was like 89 or something, like 80 something.
I remember watching that movie when I was very, very little. Yeah,
that movie's good too because it's funny and it's like scary at the same time.
The one that movie is the one where it says, if you know you're a vampire, it's like you walk in front of a mirror and you won't see your reflection, and yo the chiquita would go into the mirror like, oh, I'm not a vampire.
Oh my god! Like yes, I'm here. I'm regular. What about Buffy the Vampire Slayer? You ever seen that?
I used to watch that when it was on TV.
But you know what's crazy? Like I've never seen a vampire on there.
What? Yeah, they just look different. Yeah, they just look different.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a name, but I mean, yet again, it was a long ass time ago.
Yeah, but yeah, like the Buffy series, when the person would turn into a vampire, they would look all crazy. Like they would.
You're right. I got it mixed up with Ally McBeal.
Ally McBeal.
I always get Ally McBeal and the girl from Buffy. I always get them mixed up. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. That was just a brain for it.
No, but Buffy, the girl, Sarah Michelle Gellar, whatever her name is. Yeah. I always liked her back in the 90s. Yeah. She was one of my crushes.
That's what's up. Mine was the Pink Ranger.
Oh yeah,
that's another topic. Who was y'all childhood crushes?
Oh, that's a good one.
We would look at music videos and Victor would be like, "Oh, that's my girlfriend."
I would. Oh yeah. You're
Remember,
right.
it was like Maya and
right.
What was the other one? Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, Christina Aguilera. Britney Spears. Before she went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was married to all of them.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I'm Maya.
No, she was in love with Good Charlotte. And
I was. Yeah.
You know the one of the singers from Good Charlotte is a host. I mean the main host for Ink Master now.
Yeah.
Joel.
Yeah, he's also Yeah.
Joel.
Dude,
He's
Ink
a
Master is a
twin.
good show.
Yeah.
Hey, Ink Master is a good show.
You seen they just did a new season.
Oh, well, I'm going to check it out.
Dope.
Hey, which reminds me, I'm going to have to hit you over some more ink.
Yes, that's
ASAP.
another thing. I haven't done ink in a while, but a lot of people recently been hitting me up. Hey, what you doing? I'm like, I know. That was another one of my goals.
Yeah.
My New Year's resolution goals is like, hey, bro, get back on tattoos, and yeah.
Yeah, see, it's crazy because us doing this podcast together, all three of us, it takes up our weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But I do need more ink. So I figure when you do come over to tap me up, we'll just vlog it, even though we can't do an episode because I'm be getting tatted.
Mm-hmm.
We'll vlog it, and then that'll still be some kind of upload for the pod, for the YouTube.
We're gonna do that, yeah. But I'm definitely gonna get back into it. A lot of people have been hitting me up, and I've just been putting it to the side. I'm trying to. Like I know how to draw and all that, but it still isn't one of my passions.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to turn it into a passion. Like I love the money's nice.
Yeah.
But it's just like the thought of sitting down for 4 to 6 hours and being steady.
Yeah.
It's kind of like ahead of time you're just like, do I really want to sit there for that long?
Yeah.
But when I get older and I do eventually want to quit my job and all that, I want to go full time with tattoos. So I gotta work towards it. I get on it though. I'm like I said, I'm a procrastinator. And right now I'm about to go into my second year of tattooing. So maybe around March I just really put some pep in my step. But yeah, we're gonna get that in for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Cause I already got a few people that want to get more tattoos from you also. So yeah, but definitely me, I need a few like ASAP. And, soon for sure. But hey, shout out to Live, man. Make sure you guys go to Saca las Velitas on YouTube. Follow us. And Instagram too. And then
On Moco Space.
I know I forgot that. Okay, so we're talking about vampire movies, vampire stuff. Oh, okay, so this is another topic that I wanted to bring up. A legend passed away recently, which was Brent Wood. Shout out Brent Wood. Rest in peace, Brent Wood. Speaking of music, Brent Wood, man, he was a straight legend.
Legendary.
Since we're speaking of music. So my question to you guys is, one, what are your memories of like his songs or his CD or his concerts or anything like that? Also, what are your memories of him? And then also, like, what would you say is your favorite song? He had a lot of songs, so I don't know if we could narrow it down to like one because I can't. I have too many of favorite songs from him, but what are you guys' memories of him?
From my furthest memories is you buying his CD.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why I first heard of Brent Wood was because of him. A lot of my music taste comes from influences from what my brother was listening to. Because, my mom was listening to her type of music. And as a kid, you just don't want to listen to what your parents listen to. Yeah. Crazy. Ironically, I now love listening to songs that my mama used to listen to. Like now I'll be slapping them faithfully. Like they be on my playlist. I know one day I'm going to be in the car with my mom and be like, Mom, look, I'll be slapping this shit. Like, but... Yes. And that's my shit too, but when I was younger, I was just more influenced. Like I wanted to be like my older brother. So I was just like, this and that. I would see him, like, I didn't know about music. I wasn't really into music until he was just always playing it. And I would be like, okay, this slaps right here. And then, that's how I learned about Too Short, Tupac, Dr. Dre, all that. Yeah. But damn, I lost my train of thought. Why did I start? Anyways, so oldies. I got into oldies because he was playing them a lot. Yeah. And one artist I mainly remember was Brent Wood because he used to buy a lot of his songs. Yeah. And he would get the oldies but goodies, and they would always have Brent Wood songs on there. And then one song I remember him playing all the time was Me and You. Yeah. That was always getting played, and then that's why I was like, that became one of my favorite songs from Brent Wood because it reminds me of my childhood, and he would play it all the time. And then from there I started, I would listen to oldies and everything, and then I started hearing from him again when Chicano rappers started doing songs with him. So when Mr. Capone started dropping songs with him, and I was just like, okay, so that's when it kind of was like a new thing, like okay, I just heard your oldies, new music ain't been coming out. Boom, now you're dropping new music with Chicanos. It kind of like did a refresh for it. And then, since then, he's just been touring and doing his thing. And then, that's as far as those are my memories from him, and just you playing all his music, and I know a lot of his songs, but if I had to pick a favorite one, it'd be Me and You.
Yeah, it's a good one for sure.
For
sure.
Same thing with me. I was always Danny's right hand lady when it came down to like lowrider shows. Being in the lowrider community, there is not one person that was cruising that wasn't bumping oldies. Whether it was Brentwood, whether it was Mary Wells, Rafi Pagan, it was always oldies. And we had the opportunity to see him live in person at car shows.
Yeah, that's hard.
So and it was we saw that in same thing with the Chicano rap music that we listened to. They would have samples of oldies, and it was a legend. He was a legend. And one of my favorite songs from him has to be I'm the One Who Really Knows.
Yeah.
That one is my all-time favorite oldie in general.
Okay, yeah. That says a lot. That's saying a lot right there.
But it was I got that from Danny too. Yeah.
Yeah, so me, I have so many memories of him, but real quick about the whole car show thing.
Yeah.
So when I had my lowrider, the Monte Carlo, the one I posted it on here on a previous episode before, but there was a car show in Woodland in 2008, right? And the flyer said, all these artists are going to be there, and one of them was Brentwood. So as soon as I saw Brentwood on there, knowing that okay, this gentleman is older, and we don't know how long we might have him around, I'm gonna make it a point to have my car in part of that car show. Just because Brentwood is on that flyer. So Brentwood and my car were both on the same flyer. So we made it, and I took her because she helped me actually drive the car up there and everything. So we went out there in 2008 to the Woodland Fairgrounds or something like that. To this huge car show, and I think even Pitbull was there. Like there was a lot of
artists, yeah.
But the old school artist that they brought was Brentwood. So that's definitely one of my huge memories of him. Was that my car was part of a car show that he was performing at.
That's hard.
Yeah. So that was huge right there. Pause. Then back in high school, I'm over here, trying to, I got my first job, so I'm trying to impress the Suzias and stuff. So I go to the Virgin Megastore over there by Arden. That used to be by Arden, the Virgin Megastore. Go in there, and then now I got me a new job finally because I'm in high school. And
you used to work at Virgin Megastore?
No, he just went there to shop.
Oh, okay, got you.
But so I finally got my papeles, so I finally was able to get a job. So I go to Virgin Megastore. With I was like, damn, I'm in here balling. I'm about to buy everything with these $40 right here. I'm about to fucking. So I went and got Brentwood, the greatest hits, and then I got a few other ones. But so I got that. I was like, dude, I'm about to impress all the Suzias. So then I was always bumping that. So that's why when the Filialo says that he used to hear me bumping it all the time, was that the greatest hits one.
Yeah.
So I used to always bump that. I was still in high school, so that was definitely one of my memories. Two of my memories right there of him.
Yeah.
Shout out Virgin Mobile Store. Y'all remember that? That was
I just took the girls to Barnes and Nobles that used to be the Virgin.
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah, right there.
In
Yeah.
Arden.
Oh yeah, you were just there. I did see that.
Yeah,
man. So for people that don't know, man, Virgin Mobile Store, man, it was like the place to be when CDs and cassettes were the things. That's where I bought my first cassette, my first actual album. Like you would walk in there and they would have the headphones, and just like this, big ass headphones,
like this.
Yeah.
And they would have the album in each station, and you go check the album out. Like that was the thing back then.
Preview it.
Yeah.
And
He
that's
bought me
he
bought me my first CD there too.
which was Good Charlie.
Yes,
Charlie. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So again, because me over here thinking I'm tight because I got my new job. I was finally able to work legally, and I took my sister there. We took the bus there, and I was, hey, pick any. I'm over here thinking I'm a baller. I was like, hey, pick any CD you want, any CD. So she comes back and she's like, oh, I want this one. I was like, cool, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's a crazy memory right there too.
Yeah, my first cassette I bought there was the Jay-Z, what album? It was the CD that had the Can I Get a What?
From Rush Hour.
I think it was the Blueprint. I think it was the Blueprint.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, that was that's the main reason I wanted that cassette, because it had that song from Can I Get a? It has a different name, but we know it as Can I Get a What?
Yeah. From Rush Hour.
Yeah,
from the Rush Hour soundtrack. That was our ish right there. That movie was our ish. Man, straight childhood memories right there.
Yeah, for real.
Damn. No, but seriously though, that was pretty sad, to see the legend, just pass away.
Yeah.
But it's like again, that was just a reminder of like, damn, like don't look at it as he's gone. Look at it as like all the memories you have.
Yeah.
Because it's again, going back to all the way to high school to my first job, being able to even buy his CD. Those are my memories of him. And by the time that I was in high school, that was still oldies. Those were still considered oldies. So now imagine the people in the 70s and the 60s and that bought his first CD,
Even our mom, obviously she understands English, so she would listen to oldies too, and Spanish oldies, but she also knew his songs.
Yeah,
and one of her favorites too was Me and You. So so R.I.P. him.
Yes.
That's crazy that those are considered oldies even back then, but now that songs like around our era when we were growing up are now considered oldies. Like even like the 101.1, they call it the old oldie station or old hip hop station, and they be playing like Hot in Here and stuff from Nelly, and then it's just like, damn, what the hell? Like this was just felt like it was just recent. And now they call it my music oldies.
Yeah.
Like damn, that's the crazy part.
No, dude, it's seriously, and like my daughters would be like, yeah, my mom was born in the 1900s, and it's like, what?
Damn. That's how Bella and her cousins be getting at me. They be like, weren't you born in the 1900s? And I'd be like, damn, make it sound hella old.
For real.
See, again, shout out Vampires, because we make being old sound cool,
Right.
Yeah, y'all don't know. Danny's still 17.
For real.
I was born in the 1600s.
I haven't even been born yet.
He's just a ghost right now. It's a spirit. It's spirit form.
Just walk in front of a mirror.
Oh yeah. See, that's why we don't have any mirrors in here.
Yeah, like right now, y'all, his image, that's just him photoshopped in here. In reality, we couldn't really see him on the camera. So this is all the graphics I did. So clock in.
This is AI right here. This is AI right here.
Yeah, so, but he doesn't really look like that right now.
Yeah. But dude, no, seriously, I forgot what we were talking about. But yeah, no,
Brenton Wood.
Oh yeah, Brenton Wood, yeah.
R.I.P. man.
So R.I.P. Brenton Wood and R.I.P. Nosferatu. Y'all the realest for sure.
It's funny because I just found out that Nosferatu is the actually first scary movie. Yeah, I heard it was the first scary movie ever. Like, and it was like it's a silent movie, I guess. Yeah. So it was like the first one. And then when my friend showed me that movie, she's like, "Hey, I want you to see it." And we tried watching it, but like I said, it was bootleg.
Yeah.
So it was just I just had to take it off. I'm gonna wait for the original for the 4K version to come out.
Yeah, no. Real quick, side note: the Nosferatu, the original one from like the 1922, that one is actually on YouTube right now for free. So you guys can check it out for free on YouTube.
What?
Yeah, and it's the original, like the black and white silent movie, the original one. So if you're into like those kind of movies and stuff like that, or even if you just want to like have it on in the background as you like clap some cheeks or whatever for Valentine's Day, it's on YouTube for free right now.
Talking about Valentine's Day.
He said it so nonchalantly, like whatever.
Yeah, if you just want to impress the sucia, like, oh look, I've been watching these classical movies. Boom. Nosferatu 1922. Yeah.
Yeah, he said, speaking of Valentine's Day.
Speaking of Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Valentine's Day, shout out to our sponsor, because ladies, if you want to get you a new fool for freaking Valentine's Day, get you the new fool love candle right here, and get you the Abre Caminos, and get you the money candle. Because if he can't afford the date, then you can afford the date. So get you the money candle, the Abre Caminos candle, and the Abre las Patas candle too, and the new fool love candle. No, but seriously, yeah. If shout out to our sponsor, because he hooked us up with this the new food love candle for the ladies.
Oh, it does say new food. I just see that. That's hard.
Yeah. And then for the fools that want to get a new torta, our sponsor also has a torta candle. He has a few torta candles. We weren't able to get them on here today, but hit them up
because they didn't fit or what? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Damn. Hey, tortas need love too, man.
Oh man.
What am I considered? Am I considered a torto or just a super burrito?
You're considered a body positive.
Body. I love that.
Body positive food.
But yeah, nah.
Hey, speaking of tortos though, I weighed myself I think 2 days ago, and I'm at 299 pounds. 299 pounds. But my goal is to be 300, so I'm trying to actually get more torto. You know what I mean? So shout out tortos and tortas. So also when we say tortas, we don't just necessarily mean heavy females, we also mean heavy males.
I wonder if when the phrase torta started getting popular, when they refer it to it, as the body type of a human being.
Yeah.
I wonder if that made the prices. I mean, the sales on the tortas go up.
Oh, I'm sure it
Like
did.
actual tortas.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Because I ain't gonna lie, there's been times I've been like, just you hear tortas so much recently, I'll be over there like, damn, I do want to eat a torta right now.
I'm gonna go to Super Taco right after this.
Man, for real, what's up? Let's go. I'm with it.
Una super torta de carnitas. Pa llevar.
You know what's another word that I've used that I've heard of, instead of using torta, because a lot of people will say that it sounds too vulgar, it's gordi buena.
Oh yeah, I've heard that
one. So we also gotta get a candle like that.
Yeah. So I'm for sure.
That sounds worse. Gordi buena. Like, come here, gordi buena. Like, what the fuck? Gordi buena, dance on me.
No, one that I've heard that one too. That's a good one. But I've heard heavy angels. Heavy angels.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Y'all so
Yeah, shout out Chicos Toxicos because they always talk about heavy angels.
Why can't they just be girls?
Yeah, exactly.
I gonna call heavy angels fucking chub loves.
Yeah, see that's why I just stick to Suzias.
Yeah,
that could
Suzias.
be any weight class. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Heavy or light.
And it's all love.
Yeah, it's all love. We just it's all love.
It's just a LOL moment.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm heavy AF myself. Trust you, please.
Look at me.
And I'm trying to get heavier too.
I know, huh? He's backwards and shit. We're over here struggling. He over here trying to gain weight.
Yeah. I know. No, it's crazy because I recorded myself getting on the scale, but I didn't have no reception, so it didn't save, so it didn't post. Yeah, but I'm gonna try to post it this week. I'm gonna weigh myself again.
For sure. Why do you have another shot? Did you just fill up another one?
Yeah.
He's a vampire.
Yeah.
You didn't even
I'll
see
take
it.
one.
Yeah, exactly.
You pour me one?
Cheers.
Kika.
Yes.
This is my sister Kika. Oh shit, let me hold it. The little mini pong. Yeah, we got.
My bad, I'm so sorry. It was for the
She's trying to
homies.
get me fucked. That's for the homies. Damn, that's a big ass shot. I don't know.
Hey, shout out to live. Make sure you guys go to YouTube. Saca las bolitas.
Saludos él o los vivos.
Here, I'm gonna show the whole pod. Hey, shout out Saca las bolitas, Erica, and Afiliado right there. Make sure you guys follow us. Saca las bolitas.
I was about to
YouTube.
throw my hood up almost. Damn. I gotta keep forgetting I'm in a professional podcast now.
Oh, real quick. Real quick. So I also want to shout out Scorpio because he also hooked me up with his rosary. Just because it kind of matched my fit today. So I was like, hey, is it cool if I borrow one of your rosaries? So if you need a rosary for a bautizo, for a gift, for a Christmas gift, for a sucia, for a torta, for a torto, you want to give him a little rosary, different colors, make sure you guys hit up Scorpio Tarot. He's got all kinds of rosary. He even has Santa Muerte rosary. So whatever your thing is, he got it, man. He's got the hookup. Okay. So cheers to that. Cheers to that. Cheers. Salud.
Just pretend I'm drinking.
Oh my god. I don't drink tequila like that. Yeah, I drink Henny, but on occasions.
Oh, man.
Do we still gotta do that podcast of the movie quotes
Yes, we do.
Oh, we should just throw random movie quotes throughout the movie all day.
throughout the podcast?
Where is Thanos?
I know. See, this time, make sure I have my phone close by so that when the TikTok live starts tripping, I could just easily fix it.
Yeah.
Because last time I had to get up and walk all the way over there, and it's not that easy. It takes so much hard work to get behind this table that by the time I got to get out and all that, I'm like,
That's how I got my steps in.
Yeah.
Big stepping.
Yeah,
I've still been sitting here the whole time since the last episode.
See, it's so much hard work to get behind here that's why we shout out the tortas, because we know how hard y'all have it.
Man.
Trust me. It's
But
hard
yeah.
work, man.
Hey, so this being our first the PM. Hey, this being the first episode of the New Year's. So our last episode we were talking about what our plans was. So what did y'all end up doing for the New Year's?
So me, I just stayed home and did brujeria. I lit up the New Year candle. I lit up some money candles, and then I did some candles for some of my clients and stuff.
That's what's up. So did you count down, or how did you do the countdown?
Oh yeah.
We did.
Yeah. So we did the countdown. And it was funny because actually so mom, my nieces, everybody, they all had the New Year candle also. So we all lit that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all lit that and I actually posted it on I think it's still on my TikTok. I think it's still on my TikTok. So make sure you guys go Saca las Bolitas and Scorpio Tarot on TikTok. And then after that, I did like my own little, velas and rituals and stuff. And then some of the stuff that my clients had paid me for to do and stuff like that.
What'd you do?
I stayed home and with the girls, and I was able to get my mom to take some shots with me.
Oh yeah, she did.
I was like, well, my mama taking shots. Usually when we take shots, my mom's in the corner looking at us like,
all judgmental.
Yeah,
cabrones. But then I see my mom on Instagram turning up. I was just like, I was gonna report it. I was like, what the fuck?
And it was crazy because I was so like happy because we got the Gran Mano bottle. Yeah. And I was like, mommy, you gotta try it. Like, no más un shot, mami, un shot, no pasa nada. And she was like, oh, okay, pues. And then like she took it and she's like, oh, está bien buena, dame otra.
Yeah, she took another one. That's what's up.
Yeah, I took a video too, but I didn't post it.
Yeah.
But usually when she sees us sitting there drinking for the pod, she's just sitting there judging the Spanish like this.
Like, hijo de su madre.
Yeah.
Nah, but that's what's up. Oh, yeah, because my kid, we were at a party and then she wanted to stay with my nieces and her. She's like, I want to go with your sister. And I'm like, look, we're at this popping ass party. They got unlimited food, unlimited drinks. Do you want to leave this party to go chill? I was like, of course. She said, yes, I want to go. She wanted to go with my sister and my nieces hella bad. So I was like, cool, because that means I can turn up. But, I dropped her off. I went back to the party. But this is the first New Year's in years that I didn't drink. And I wasn't drunk as fuck at the, drunk as heck when the ball dropped. Cause I was being a little bit more like, what happened? Oh, my bad. I ain't used to applause now. But, no, it's cause it's just, I seen so many cops and it's just so much going around. And I say, you know what? Is it really worth it? Like, it's hella late and it's going to be late. The cops are going to be out. And I'm like, let me just not drink. So I just waited till we left the party. Till we got to our final destination to start drinking. So, I'm pretty proud of myself off of that. Because then at the end of everything, everybody was like, oh, we're going to catch Uber and this and that. And then I was like, nah, I was able to give rides to, some of the homies and some of the friends that weren't mobile and we're going to pay hella money to take Uber. Like one of my homegirls, she was going to catch it and it was charging like $40. So I was like, you know what? And they're like, have you drunk? I'm like, no, I've been sober. And they're like, yeah, they see me drinking Squirt all night. So, my passengers were comfortable knowing that I was pretty sober.
Yeah. Yeah, no, on New Year's Eve, that's what we did. But on New Year's Day, we actually went and did a vlog at the river.
Yeah.
Oh, I seen that. That was dope. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a cool little,
came with us.
Yeah, I seen her on there. I was like, okay, I see.
I heard Erica and the girls at my mom talking, hey, we're going to go to walk at the river. So I was like, hey, you know what? I was like, I'm going to go with you guys. I'm over here inviting myself and shit. I was like,
nah, it's good.
I was like, hey, I'm going to go with y'all just so I could vlog it.
Yeah.
So it was like a cool little quick vlog. It was nice. Like the weather was perfect too. It was perfect.
Yeah. I know. I seen it was raining and shit.
A little bit,
yeah.
Yeah, when y'all were doing that, that's when I was barely going to sleep. And, I slept all day on New Year's kind of. So, and then I woke up hella late like, oh shit, I got to pick a Bella from, and that's right there. But
see, that's how we like set the tone for the first day of the year.
Yeah.
Ever since that walk, I was tired, I was hungover, but I'm like, no, we're going to start off.
Yep.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Cool. Motivated. And I was like, yep, let's go.
Yep. And even the weather lined up. Like, it was cool. It was hella cool. And there was actually a lot of people at the river. Yeah. But it was like hella chill, hella peaceful. Like, it was chill.
We took Milo with us, too.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Yeah. He's a good pup.
Yeah, I love Milo.
And we got him a pup cup.
Yeah. He did so good.
Yeah.
Who's Milo? No.
Miklo.
Nah, I know him by Miklo. I like Miklo
Our
better.
Dog. Yeah, he did so well that we treated him to a little pup cup from Starbucks.
Yeah, he did so good.
Yeah.
He did.
Shout out Miklo. My fingers smell like him right now. I was petting him before I came up in here.
Yeah, whenever we're recording this and you hear our dogs barking.
That's them fuckers.
Yeah, he's one of them. Yeah, the other one is Bear. Bear is a little crazy. We didn't take him because he's a little too crazy.
Yeah, and he's a special one.
Yeah.
Hate that little fool. No, he cool. He cool.
Yeah, but all real quick. So damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. About like the whole new year.
Take your time.
Setting the tone.
What was the other? No, it was
we were talking about you went to do the vlog on New Year's the day of. And
yeah. So this is just a quick announcement. We are gonna be going back to the LA area. We're kind of waiting until the whole fire situation kind of settled down. Also, we do have friends that live here in Sac that are gonna be taking stuff down to LA. My homegirl and her husband, they hired a truck driver. He's actually gonna take a big truck full of stuff, donations, down to the LA area. So, if anybody's interested in donating with that, DM me at Scorpion Altero or Saca las Bolitas, and I'll send you guys her link and everything. Yeah. But then besides that, we're thinking of going back to LA. I'm thinking like March, April-ish, around there.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to bring Afiliado with us, and then me, I might go. back.
I'm going for sure this time. I promise, I'm going.
Yes, you gotta come through. And then me, I might go back before that, just by myself. It might just be just for the weekend.
Why are you going by yourself?
That's we're gonna say that for the next episode. But yeah, so I might be back out there. But I might not post it until I come back. No, but yeah, so that one's like top secret. But I'm still gonna be out there. But after that, we're all gonna go, all of us, as a family. But yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to that.
I'm excited about that one, yeah, because it's very, my schedule's so all over the place, and I got so much going on that sometimes people be thinking I'm not even part of this family because I be doing my own thing, but I'm I'm trying to come around, I'm trying. Yeah. I just be doing too damn much, but, I'm really going to try to make this next LA trip, make it happen.
Yeah, no, for real. It's because all three of our schedules is, so crazy. Like for example, even recording this, it's like we only have one day of the week that we can record it. If we don't, then we gotta wait till the next week, to the next weekend, because our schedules are so crazy that it's we have to wait till we all three of us line up. You know what I mean? So like we were actually trying to record on a Saturday, but then Afiliado couldn't make it on Saturday, but we really wanted him on here. Well, I'm getting sick, but we really wanted Afiliado on here. Because everybody's like, hey, we love the energy when it's all three, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all three of the siblings. So he was like, hey, I can come through on Sunday. So I was like, cool, we'll wait till Sunday. We'll do all three of us. So it's that's why it's so difficult for us to get our schedules to line up. So, and that's with us being in the same town. So imagine us taking a trip.
Right.
So it just makes it more difficult. Our schedules line up and then his doesn't. So, but this year, we're for sure gonna go, all three of us for sure.
No, yeah, and I got more. I've already put some plays into act where, my financially I would be able to take that time off and all that and leave the perimeter of where my income phases. Yeah, that makes sense. But I will teleport with them to LA. Yes, in the near future.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be lit, man. All three of us out there, it's gonna be tight. But so what other announcements do you guys have for this new year?
Pretty much right now, I finally got my studio back up, so I've been recording, I've been writing. So I will, this year I'm planning to drop a lot of projects. So I do my own music, audio engineering, I do my own mixing and mastering, I do my own graphics, all that. I record myself, and I'm currently in the process of doing all that. And like I said, I'm only going to be rapping till I'm a certain age. So right now I'm going as hard as I can. So yeah, just be on the lookout. My next project dropping I don't know, because when is winter over? Because my next project is supposed to, is going to be called Macramento Winter, because my last project was called Macramento Summer. So I wanted to do the Macramento Winter before the end of the year, but I barely got my studio up. But depending on how fast I finish, I might say Macramento Winter for next winter. And then, but if not, then, from there, I'll figure out the names eventually, but we gonna make it happen. I might drop Sad God 3, you feel me? It's part 3 of my Sad God projects. But other than that, I'm gonna be dropping more content, nowadays online, it's all about visuals. So it's people want to see you doing your thing instead of just audio. So I'm gonna drop more videos and do more content where I'm mic drops, rapping, all that. I've already had a couple of invites, so I'm gonna make that happen. Other than that, just, tattooing. And Saca las Velitas, man. People keep telling me to bring back my other podcast, Sac Reacts. I might. Right now, this year, I kind of want to really focus on my music. I look at it more like Sac Reacts. I'll eventually bring it back once I feel because I stopped doing the podcast because I stopped doing music. Yeah. So I was when I was doing my podcast, Sac Reacts, I was so much into the music, spending more time putting out the podcast. I mean, I was so much into the podcast, putting all my effort towards that music was barely dropping. And I'm you know what? My number one passion is music. So I had to get back to that. But a lot of people are constantly in my ear hey, bring back Sac Reacts, bring back Sac Reacts. And I will. But once I feel I did my part with my music, like I said, I'm only giving myself till I'm 40 with this music stuff. And I'm almost there. Not almost, but I'm headed towards that direction. So I want to make sure my music legacy is cemented before I sit there and really start going into podcasts. Because in the rap game, once you start really podcasting full, they don't take you serious as a rapper no more. Yeah. You know, it's like, but only podcasting as in music wise. See, like this doesn't affect me because this is my family. Yeah. This is, you know, we're talking about topics, what's going on about all that is different. But Sack Reacts was a music podcast. Yeah. So if I'm sitting here acknowledging other artists other than myself, they're not going to take me serious, you know? So Sack Reacts will come back. Maybe not this year, maybe 2026, but 2025, y'all going to hear about Afiliado.
Yeah, you know, it's good that you mentioned that because that was actually going to be one of my questions for you because every time I post a clip of us, all three of us, the first thing that your followers say is, bring back Sack Reacts. so you know, I'm sure you're tired of hearing that question.
I'm not. But it actually, I feel a little like, okay, like that's what's up. They still miss us, you know?
Yeah. So, you know, I just want to, you know, again, you know, give you your flowers and then, you know, let you know that, hey, your audience is still waiting for you to, you know, pop out with something, you know? And it's like, no matter what you do, they're going to watch it. You know, they're going to listen to it. Any music you drop, any episodes you drop, or even, you know, even being on here, they're watching because of you. Because they're like, okay, we're following the Afiliado. It don't matter what podcast you show up, they're gonna watch it, you know?
Yeah, and you know what's crazy too? Like one of my homies recently pointed it out to me. He's like, when you guys started Sack Reacts, there wasn't that much hip hop podcasts out there like that. Yeah. And even though there was already podcasts around, like even before that, you know, like when back in 2011 we were doing Hotbox Cyphers, we would sit in the car and interview, give a quick each other interview. That was way before podcast was even a thing. Yeah. And then we started doing Sack Reacts, and that's when it first started. But it wasn't the way we were doing it. It wasn't that much really hip hop podcast. And you know, now there's a lot, especially in Sacramento. Yeah. There's a lot of hip hop podcasts, and I love to see it. And you know, my boy was telling me, he's like, "Hey, bro, I feel like you guys influenced a lot of the people, and I see some of the influences, and it's cool, you know, like I don't see nothing wrong with it. I just look at it like, damn, you know, maybe you just got to keep at it and really let it know who was really like, you know, like holding it down, you feel me? But I like seeing, you know, like my influences out there type stuff. Like, I'm not saying everybody, you know, I influence everybody, but when I was first doing it, like a lot of people that run these new platforms I be seeing, there were people that used to clock in with us when we were doing Sack Reacts. Yeah. So I love seeing people like look at ideas like that and do their own thing. You know, one thing I've never been is a hater. Like if I've even seen some platforms do the same things as us, I ain't tripping. Like, you know, like I'm doing something right and I feel good that, you know, like my ideas are actually good enough to where people would, you know, spin off of that, you know?
Yeah, and you know, when you're good at what you do, especially when you're one of the first that brought it on, people are always going to remember you. Because it's like me. When I first started doing tarot readings here, I was the only one doing them in town. People had to drive an hour to go get a tarot reading. Man. Now all of a sudden, because of TikTok, everybody's a tarot reader. You know,
it's crazy. That's true. Because I've never... We used to talk about this. We used to be like, hey, when you think of tarot readers, you think of an old white lady sitting down looking at a crystal ball. I used to make memes about that. Yeah, like that's when I would think. And then... seeing when he was doing it, I said, damn, he's like the first person I see that doesn't look like an actual tarot reader. Yeah. And then out of nowhere, like he was doing this way before the podcast. Yeah. But once I started seeing the podcast thing happening, I started seeing so much like on TikTok and like on videos of people doing tarot readings. I even seen some of my personal followers seeing them, you know, I was like, damn, when the fuck you become a tarot reader, you know? And it's just, and now it's so much out there and it's different aspects. But I remember thinking like, damn, when I think of a tarot reader, I think an old white lady with crazy ass frizzled hair. And then I look at you and be like, you were like the new face of it type. For me, you know, from my perspective, I've never seen, you know, when you hear tarot reader, you don't think of a buff ass tatted up fool, you feel me? Like, and then now you just, it's like, you see it around a lot, you know? You know? And there's nothing wrong with that, to each his own, you know, but you know where your influences, you know where you partook in that in the influence.
Yeah, exactly. Cause it's like, again, people are always going to remember, okay, I went to this person first, or I went to that person first, or I watched that podcast first, you know, and, you know, and I've always said it on here, you know, when I even thought, as soon as I started feeling like, oh, I should start my podcast, the first person I went to for advice was you know, because you had your own podcast. You've been doing it. Then, you know, you took a break. So it's like, but me in my eyes, I'm like, okay, locally, who could I even go to? Like, boom, Afiliado, my own brother right there. Boom. He been doing it. He been doing it when people didn't even know what a podcast was and you were already doing it. You know what I mean? So, you know, again, you know, I just want to, I know that there's a lot of fans out there, a lot of your definitely your hardcore fans from Sack Reacts that are waiting for you. Just drop another episode, drop another, something.
I might do like 2 episodes a year, depending on how it goes. Now everything's. Now I live, one of our hosts, Javis, he's my roommate now.
Yeah, okay.
So now I'm like, he was actually when we tried relaunching it,
yeah,
he was the only absent one. He wasn't enough participating in it because it was hard to get a hold of him. Now this fool lives with me. Now I just go into the next room and drag his ass out the room and be like, bro, bring that ass here, boy. You feel me?
Dude, that's like us right here. That's why
you and Eric.
Yeah, that's why we do so many episodes because we live together. It's so easy. I mean, it's not easy because our schedules, they're different, but because we live together, it's easy for us to just take a couple shots in the kitchen, go in the backyard, boom, record real quick,
They was already sipping when I got here. I was like, damn, okay, without me. No.
Yeah, but no, definitely, man, people are definitely waiting for you guys to come back. They're definitely waiting for anything you put out. They're gonna jump on it for sure. Pause. But they're anything you guys drop. Again, pause. But they're gonna be all over it. Damn, I gotta stop drinking and I gotta stop talking.
Sack Reacts. Pause. No.
Yeah, man. For sure.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate that shit. What about you, Erica? What you got coming out? Or what you got coming in the near future?
Just continuing to. I think last year was pretty great. So just continue to do that. Travel more. Be more. Hustle more. Post more, and read a lot more too.
Continue to be a good mother. That's one thing about her is like she's out of I mean there's mothers, everyone knows mothers, but the way she be going over for her kids, like, you feel me, over the wall, like, that's dope. You feel me? So another year of being a good mother at that.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Oh, I'm also planning a quinceañera, so
that's
happening.
I forgot about that. That's this year.
Yeah.
It's going down.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be posting the GoFundMe soon.
For real.
Help me.
But yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm planning that out. So
me, Kevin Hart. Help me.
Damn.
Help me.
Yes.
Help me, please.
So we're doing, we're gonna start setting up for quince practice. You guys remember those days?
Dude, he's odds. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother episode right now.
I'll feel like crying right now.
So we're gonna. I'm in that process. So I am. That's one of the main reasons why we will be in LA soon.
We are gonna be going
for
back.
That. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but dude, we should make a whole episode talking about quinceañera practice.
We should,
because we've all been in quinceañeras.
Yes.
See, the thing about me is I'm hella tall, right?
Yeah.
So the reason I always got invited to quinceañeras is because the BZ would be like, I want a tall mofo. Even though she had a whole ass husband at 15 or a whole boyfriend at 15, the dude was a midget, right? So they would be like, the dude was a short person, right?
Yeah.
So,
cool.
He was a short king, right? So they would see me because of her. They'd be like, oh, hey, Erica, ask your brother, because he's tall AF, if he could be my chambelán or whatever.
Dude,
and then,
yes.
Yeah, and I had a lowrider. So it was just like, he's tall AF and a lowrider. Oh, I don't need a chambelán, I need a husband. But then, but it's like,
but he had the honors to be the main chambelán. That's also a flex right there.
Yeah. I was the one wearing the white suit like a virgin. So we definitely should do a whole episode on quinceañeras and
our experiences.
Yeah.
And I was a dama by default because they wanted me because they wanted him or him.
Nah, I think I've only been in one. I was cool, but people, I was more like always outside and not into all that, but
I was in a lot of kings.
Yeah, because y'all was cholos. They was out there thugging, so all the cholos wanted to be in all the quinceañeras. I hang around a lot of my homies was blacks also, so they ain't got no quinceañeras. I was just at every cookout, but like for my Mexican homies, I was still in some quinceañeras.
Yeah, no, but quinceañeras are the ish.
We'll do a whole episode on that, and then we also have to do an episode on the time him and I were in a. What is it? Latino Association Club.
Latino Youth Association, Laya Club.
Yes, and we were doing a talent show, and I was the one that showed them how to dance.
Remember? Oh yeah.
I choreographed the entire dance.
I remember that. I didn't even go to school with them, but I remember that. I remember that, like that being a thing.
Yeah, shout out Lion Club at Redder.
Shout out to Live. Make sure you guys go to YouTube, Saca las Bolitas, and on TikTok and IG, follow us.
Yeah.
Saca las Bolitas and Scorpion Altero.
So yeah, we'll do an episode on that.
Yeah, that got to be a whole episode. Yeah. It is gonna be a little bit emotional because our other sister, I was in her quince, so I might bring that up, but I'm gonna save that towards the end of the episode.
Yeah, just
so
to be safe.
Yeah. Just in case the Brujo start crying. That's gonna be towards the end of the episode, but for sure we definitely got to do a whole episode on quinceañera practice and like our experiences.
Yeah,
like this is gonna be a quick. Like I know we're not on the episode yet, but this is just something I remember hella quick. Again, I used to have a lowrider. So one day after Cesar Chavez holiday or whatever, from Cesar Chavez Park downtown Sac, I'm driving home in my lowrider and I see a whole group of a quinceañera. They're doing a photo shoot at the state capitol. So I'm driving by. I'm at the light. And they're like, hey, hit the switches.
I think I remember you telling me this.
Yeah, I even have pictures of it on my this is back in the MySpace days. So they're like, hey, hit the switches. So I knew it was a quince. And again, I have our sister that had her quince. So we knew what it was like being a 15-year-old, seeing a lowrider, all this. So I was like, I pulled over at right there at the Capitol. And I got out, and they were like, hey, can we take a picture with your car? I was like, yeah, for sure. So the quinceañera, everybody, all the chambelanes, the whole quinceañera party took a picture of my lowrider. And they were like, hey, you're invited to the thing. But I was like, I don't really know. Well, I kind of knew somebody. I didn't know her, but I knew her Nagas. But it was like, I kind of knew somebody there. But, we're going to that side note. But anyway, so I didn't go to the party because of that, right? But... But it was like I know that them seeing a big ass Mexican fool with a lowrider pulling up to the quince, then they were able to take pictures with it, and because they were all dressed as the
Pachucos.
the Pachuco Zuzu and everything. All the guys were dressed like that, and the girls were dressed with like their whole the dama thing. I know it made their day for sure.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, so. Like growing up as a Latino, quinceañera practice, all that is just like a highlight of our
lowriders
of our youth. Yeah,
that's one thing about his Lolo. Like I remember, we'll be in the car and people will be like, hit the switches, and I feel hella cool just being in the passenger seat, like him hitting the switches, like, hey, we in the Lolo. Like it was definitely we was the main ones they was looking at in the streets.
Yeah, hell yeah, man, hell yeah. So because of the business, I do plan to get another lowrider in the future.
Oh, it's going down.
Because that lowrider, I posted it again on here on previous episodes, but it was pink and purple. So that specific quinceañera, her dress was pink.
Yeah.
So her dress matched with. I'm gonna try to look for some pictures and stuff, and see if I can post them. But her dress was pink and it matched with my car. Yeah, it was tight.
Yeah, I plan on getting a lowrider, but not for myself, but for my oldest.
Yeah.
Not like I don't want anything to do with like hydraulics yet.
Yeah.
But just like a classic car for her.
Yeah.
Just to get her from A to B.
Yeah. Cool, man. I know we're forgetting. I feel like we're forgetting some topics, but is there anything else y'all want to say before we log off?
What you got going on?
Me, just I think that's about it. Just like I said, I plan on going back to LA soon. Like we are gonna go back March-ish, April-ish around there, but I do plan on going back before that. But I don't have that exact date yet. But other than that, just we're gonna keep supporting everybody that's involved with the fire and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. Shout out everybody that's dealt around it and all that, and like who's actually trying to support and even posting about it, and like posting the GoFundMe's and all that, like all that helps, like it ain't even out here. People out here in Sacramento, it ain't even close to us, but you can only imagine, like shit, like what if that happened over here? You feel me? Like, and we know a lot, they know a lot of people in LA. I even seen a crazy story the other day. There's this rapper called Phil Harmonic from Sacramento. Oh. He just moved to LA last week. And he posted in his story today. He's just like, dang, he's like, timing is crazy. He's like, now they're telling us we got to evacuate, but we just moved here several days ago. Damn. Like, imagine that, feeling. It's just like, it's crazy, man. So, man, like, shout out to everybody that's trying to support the whole movement out there, man. And it's crazy.
Yeah, you know what? Real quick, I remember one of the topics that we were wanting to talk about. So, influencers helping. Oh, yeah. Right? Influencers helping, right? So, I feel that we were talking about this before we started recording. We feel that when you're a Latino and you're an influencer, people will be like, okay, so if you help and you record it, they're gonna judge you, and if you don't help, they're gonna judge you. Right. You know what I mean? So we were talking about this because we own a business, right? Obviously, like this whole podcast is a business, right? But it's like, as a business owner, when you see somebody recording that they're handing somebody, an item to help them, which whether it's a blanket, some shoes, some toothpaste, right, a soap, anything, it's because when we do our taxes, the government goes, hey, how do I know that bar of soap wasn't for you? How do I know that you didn't buy 10 pairs of shoes for yourself? You know? So as a business owner, we have to have proof and be like, hey, you know what? I bought these 10 pairs of shoes for these people right here that were in need. That's a donation. Yeah, it's a tax write-off, and people look at it, oh, a tax write-off, oh, you must have money. It's like, no, it is a tax write-off, but it doesn't mean I have money. It just means, hey, I'm able to help you, and guess what? My blessing to you is going to get multiplied. Somebody's going to help me get that back, right? But it's like, if I didn't have shoes, if everything that I own just got, like I said, I've been in house fires. So if everything that I own just got burnt up, and I didn't even have toothpaste, I would want somebody to use their tax write-off to give me a thing of toothpaste so I could brush my teeth and go to work in the morning. Yeah. Or so I could put some shoes on because my whole front yard is on fire, So we definitely want to shout out the influencers and the celebrities that are actually out there helping, whether you're there in the front lines and you're actually helping with the fire or, handing somebody something that they need in this time of need,
Yeah, because I was mentioning to Danny that it's like, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. It's like people are like, oh, well, that's your city. Why aren't you doing this and why aren't you doing that? And it's like, okay, what if they are doing it and not posting it? Mm-hmm. Cool. It's going to go unnoticed, right? And then the people that are posting it, not everything needs to be recorded. Not everything needs to be posted. It's like, dude, if I do it or don't do it, either way, people are going to talk. I much rather see people doing it and then I think back, and so you're like, okay, look, I'm doing it. Okay, are you happy now? And I know they're not doing it for that, in that point of view or for that instance, but it's like they're doing something. They could have done that with that. They could have done a vlog of a different topic to not be a sad topic, but they're going out of the way. They're vlogging it, and mind you, that's the way that they earn money.
Yep.
Thanks to those videos, thanks to that camera, they're able to go and buy 100 boxes of pizza to give this to these firefighters, to all these people that are helping with the fires, to get water bottles for everybody because of that vlog, because of cameras, and then they get shamed for it.
Yeah. A quick example. Mm-hmm. The camera that's recording this right now to make this YouTube, obviously it's for our business, right? I bought it for my business, right? But if the government is going to go, hey, how do we know that you bought it for your business? What if you just wanted to buy a new camera for your family? And I'm like, okay, look on my YouTube. We have videos of us using this camera. Mm-hmm. So then if the government still doesn't believe me, I'm going to go and take, like I said, we have friends here that live here where we live, and they're going to take a whole truck down to SoCal to give them donations. So I could take that camera right there, take it off of the tripod, go record that truck and go record myself with my friends and, loading up the truck. So the government's going to know, okay, you really did use that camera to help people. Okay. And you did use it for your business. So it's like, that's why a lot of influencers, whether they're Latino or not, it doesn't, race doesn't matter. It's like, that's why a lot of influencers post themselves doing this work.
Right.
Not because they want the clout, not because they want the views and all that. It's because they need to prove to the government, look, the stuff that you guys are giving me permission to buy, I really used it to give to somebody else. Mm-hmm. I really used it to pay for that rental truck. I really used it to hire this truck driver right here to drive this big 53-foot trailer to SoCal, load it up. He knows the legal limits. We don't. He's a truck driver. We're not. Mm-hmm. So he knows, okay, so we had to pay him for his time to go load that up and, go do all that. So, so that's why a lot of times influencers do have to pay for do have to make videos of these certain things,
Yeah.
And it's like, the influencers, they're looking at it, and we're looking at it also as a business owner. Mm-hmm. And the majority of people are not business owners, so they're not going to look at it as a business owner. They're going to look at it as, oh, F that person, because they probably got money and cancel the rich,
Right.
Yeah. At the end of the day, people are going to talk, so just give them something to talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Cool. So, anything else?
That's it, man. Just to the next episode. Because I feel like we covered a lot of topics. Yeah, I
Yes.
like it because every episode is always like a fresh topic and like other things. Like even towards the end, a lot of topics just came to my head. I'm like, you know what? We just gonna save it for the next one.
Yeah, for sure. We gotta be back. We're back.
Yeah, but man, just make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. All that helps. Even if it's just a fire emoji. And that helps a lot because people will look and be like, oh, they're commenting. Oh, let me drop a comment too. And then, liking all that, all that is beneficiary, so, support the home team.
Yeah. And the reason that I purposely wanted all three of us is because you guys are the ones letting us know that you love the episodes where it's all three of us, whether it's our followers, whether it's our friends, whether it's our viewers, family, whatever. You guys are like, hey, I love it when it's all three of y'all. Cool. We're going to keep doing it, all three of us, Mm-hmm. So, again, you guys commenting, for us is letting us know, okay, what do you guys want to watch?
Clock in.
Shout out to live. Oh, okay, cool. All right, guys. So thank you guys for tuning in. This was the first podcast of the year, 2025. We love you guys. See you guys next week. Peace.
Love, peace, and chicken grease. Saca las alitas.
Beans, rice, Jesus Christ, and Byron.